What's up, everybody? I wanted to keep it clean just because we just got rated by the Nooner. Um, it is another episode of Ripping the Silverback, episode 84. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there should be one more that I play. If you don't know, because we just did have an announcement, there's another project that's coming to Rip Us In called Shadow Century by our man Eric Ninatowski. You guys may be familiar with the series. It's coming over to Rip Us In. Go to Rippaverse if you want to learn more about the project. We'll have some announcements, obviously, about when it's going to drop. All that good stuff. Really, really excited to have that coming to Rip Us In. That said, we also we're in the last week for Death Shroud by our man Chad Larson. And I think that it is, since it is the final week, if I can find it, I think it'll be appropriate that we play it. Let me see if I can. Everything's out of whack here. Where in the hell is this? What the hell is the trailer for Death Shroud? There it is. Watch this. Only a minute long.
My story should have ended on that mission. But somehow, I survived. Turned into some creature from my nightmares. The world I once knew is lost. My very existence is a threat to a cosmic order I didn't know existed. If heaven and hell want me dead, I won't go quietly.
So yes, Death Shroud is in its final week. It will end Friday at 11 p.m. So go to rippasand.com while you're over there. You might as well grab our man's Gary's project as well. Waiting for Nerd Erotic, which of course is live over there on Ripper Sand. Let me see if I can get to it just real quick, if you don't mind. There it is. Okay. Closing in on 1,000 books sold. So thank you all for that continued support over there. Death Shroud Fortune Shadow, part 1. We have hardcover, soft covers, limited items, all that good stuff is there. So be sure to go check that out. Some of the best art in the business. Kanan White also did a lot of art on it, and it's absolutely lovely. So shout out to Chad Larson for such a successful campaign that we have here. Again, it is episode number 80. Wow, 84. Yes.
Yeah.
Golly, man, that's crazy.
We're
84 episodes. Old. Yeah, right. Fuck, 84 episodes, ass. That's crazy. Feel like we just got this thing kicked off, though. How you doing, though, man? I know it's been a crazy week. Got some stuff that we're going to talk about. I didn't plan to talk about this subject because this is something that is developing, but I think we should talk about it. So, but how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I am sweating my nuts off today. It's been pretty hot in the UK today.
Yeah.
So I've got my fan blaring away in the corner, keeping me
I can
cool.
tell you're warm because like you're kind of red.
Compression top is on as well. Yeah. Always ready. Look, I can make myself as red as I want. let's just get on here. Let's just muck about with these. How can there they go. Whoa, yes, let's get oh my god, it's like the sun's in the room.
Yeah.
No, that's cracker. That's too cracker. Yeah, I don't want to go there. White ain't right.
Oh man. So yeah, we got a couple of things that we're gonna talk about today for Ribbit of Silverback. I want to open in on this, and guys, please bear with me. It's funny, you know, I just did a video talking about craziness going on in the world, and we have this developing story. But Az and I have talked about this subject matter, which is why I think it's appropriate. Okay, let me set the scene here. Tragic event has just happened not too long ago. If you aren't familiar with what is going on, it's being covered by essentially every news agency. Unfortunately, you have I like to think 20 people that have been shot in this mass shooting at a Catholic school in mass. 17 people, I believe, were injured, and unfortunately, 2 literal children have been killed. The shooter, I believe, I don't know if they off themselves or law enforcement killed them, but the shooter is dead as well. And the reason why I think that it's important to talk about is it's a subject matter that I think we're going to need to start having some very uncomfortable convos about.
Oh no, I think people need to hear some very they need to be felt uncomfortable. Not you know, this kind of stuff is just absolutely intolerable.
Yeah,
intolerable.
And
it's medicated weirdos who think there's something else. again,
which again is the issue here. So apparently, you know, there's obviously everybody's doing the digging before this stuff gets scraped off the internet. This Robin Westman was actually born Robert, and as a minor, the parents allowed them to change their name to Robin. And that was back in 2020. Again, this was as a minor. Okay, so clearly this person had some problems going on and was enabled, unfortunately. And here we are now, unfortunately, with 17 people being shot and 2 being killed. Again, kids. This is as boring as it gets. And the reason why I think it's important to talk about this issue, yes, we understand that it's infested, and we joke about it all the time, and how it's infested media and various forms of media, which is true. But when you start to see it manifest itself in ways like this is like the extreme of this. I start looking at things culturally, and the fact that the reason why I say this is going to have to be an uncomfortable conversation that a lot of us, particularly in the West, are going to need to have regarding this issue is how I don't know if it's going to get worse because we've gone through a significant period of time where this demographic and people with these issues have been enabled. Yeah, right,
under to and enabled and emboldened, more to the point, emboldened.
Yeah, they've been really, that puts it perfectly, emboldened, acting as if there was nothing wrong with them. We've seen it go to some great extremes. The medical apparatus has been totally compromised, the status quo that is, because they were with minors. This was not just happening in America; it was happening in other countries in the West, where you had minors going through irreversible surgeries, top and bottom, let's call it what it is, castration of minors, mutilation of minors, things that were being done by these again, the medical community was in on it. I've had, you know, Chloe Cole, she's a big advocate. She was a detransitioner. I got an opportunity to chat with her years back with maybe it wasn't even that long ago over at Blaze. You know, she's talking about how, you know, you had the medical system kind of pressuring parents as well, saying basically, and they hang that over people's head, which is about as evil as it gets, but they're essentially saying to parents, you need to go on. This is the medical, these are doctors, the people that we're supposed to trust, telling people that they must go along with this or risk them basically doing something harmful to themselves, even though, as we've seen with the data, that doesn't seem to be moving the needle anyway, as far as them no longer doing that. So the thing that I fear is that because we went through that pocket of time where so many of these individuals have been, again, emboldened, enabled, that we're going to have more instances like this. And I hate that it has to get this extreme for people to be like, okay, maybe that wasn't a good idea. Apparently cutting youngsters up like that wasn't enough. Like that it didn't click in for them that, hey, maybe this is not right. This is not just.
It's not just surgery. It's hormone treatment.
Yeah,
it's medication.
Yeah.
It's all of these things, and they're fucking around with children's bodies that are developing.
Mm-hmm.
That their brains are developing, their bodies are changing and developing, and they're being pumped through full of hormones and all kinds of God knows what. Because who knows what else is in this crap? All the fed lies about puberty blockers and all that kind of. Oh yeah, you could just go on puberty blockers, come off, you'll be fine. No, you're not at all. Not at all. You are stunting your body's growth. You're stunting the mental growth. So I remember being a teenager. I remember going through puberty and all that. Oh my God. My hormones were all over the place anyway, just as a rule of thumb. I didn't know my ass from my elbow half the times and whatnot. So what happens when you just medicating these kids, and they're not being medicated, just in their teens or whatever. These kids are being medicated with all kinds of crap, ADHD medication, this medication, that medication. When they're like 5, 6, 7, 8, parents saying, oh yeah, my 3-year-old kid identifies as this and identifies as that, until we start cracking down, because it is a mental illness, and until it's once again treated as the mental illness that it is. And by the way, I think Munchausen via proxy for the fucking parents is also mental illness, and they need carting away. Is these kids are being absolutely obliterated, body, mind, and soul. And it's any wonder it just infuriates me. We'll see everybody that supports this kind of stuff go and scream from the rooftops about how great it is for these kids to be transitioning, finding their true self, whatever. But then you get that lass, and you get the detransitions. What happens when they want to detransition? Suddenly they're excommunicado, they're persona non grata. Don't want to talk about that. Don't want to deal with that aspect of it. Don't want to deal with the fact that they've been sold a bill of goods, that they were taken advantage of, manipulated, etc., etc. So yeah, until this is treated as exactly what it is, a mental illness again, and not pandered to, then this kind of thing is going to consistently go on to the rise. And pharma has a massive responsibility for this.
Absolutely. 1000%. I mean, they absolutely do have a big responsibility on this, because again, how active they were in this being socially and culturally accepted. That's what gets me about this, and what really pisses me off. I mean, look, people have heard me go on my rants on this subject matter about the medical system, if you will, and be it the doctors and pharmaceutical companies and the role that they play. Y'all saw me go off on this stuff with the whole COVID thing.
It's customers for life. They're looking for customers for life, and they'll start as young as they can get them.
Which is, it's evil. I mean, I don't know what other way to describe that.
Pure evil.
It's pure evil. But what gets me about this thing, man, and seriously, man, it's like, as much as I rag on social media, and though people do need to literally touch grass from time to time, I do at least appreciate that there's folks that are able to connect with others and see that they're not crazy, because the fact that we ever got to a point, and I'm going to repeat myself, I know I just mentioned this, but I wanted to really set in for our viewers out there. The fact that we ever got to a point to where mutilation and castration of children, of minors, I mean, you're talking irreversible damage to minors in this capacity, was ever anything that we like culturally accepted. Look, I hope years down the line, we look at this moment of time as like, okay, we really, really screwed up, and you may be lucky if Jesus doesn't, I mean, return. And if look, I don't want to go on such a religious tangent. I don't know who else to look up to, right, other than Jesus to save us from this nonsense, because it's really, really, really bad. But
dude, this is a result of the decline of religion, and particularly in the West, the decline of Christian religion, whether it's Catholic or some other denomination.
Yeah.
Because this has become the new fucking religion.
Yeah.
This corporation has become the new religion. Medication's become the new religion. This transism is the new fucking religion. This far leftism is actually compensated for lack of religion, and this is what they've turned to, and this is what they worship now, and that is why they close ranks so fucking much when they get attacked, when they get called out, etc., etc. This is what happens. This is what happens.
This stuff was accepted. It was embraced, and the fact that people were so willing to look, this is how screwed, this is how I knew how jacked up it was, that it wasn't that it was just happening. Like, that this stuff was happening, but it was so front facing, right? Where you had people that were talking, like, doctors talking about this issue out in the open as if it was normal. There was no problem. This was something that was needed to be done. This was going to be the quote unquote new normal, and they didn't like fear for themselves. And look, I think you should, because you're evil. I don't care. I understand that maybe you have family members in your you got people that are in your family that may be doctors and so forth. But if they at any point was cool with this, right, they jacked up severely. This was something that was not just wrong, it was so blatantly wrong and so obviously wrong, and everybody was gaslit as if this was something that was justified, right? This was something that was righteous. And again, these evil people were dangling two parents, right? I'm watching folks in the medical community sit here and dangle this over the heads of parents, essentially saying that, look, you need to do this. This is who they really are. You need to do this. Otherwise, you risk them maybe doing something to themselves. And then they still end up doing something to themselves, or worse, in this capacity, doing something to other innocent people, right? Innocent people, clearly. And I don't know if there is a mental issue that we have just so that's become so normalized in this damn in the West.
A crisis in the West. Mental health is a crisis.
Yeah.
Because it's not being addressed and it's not being tackled. It's been normalized.
Yes.
Because they want to change what the norm is, and the norm is heterosexuality, the nuclear family. That's what the norm is, and especially on the far left, they are trying to break that up. They don't want to normalize gender. They don't want to normalize men and women. They don't want to normalize marriage. They don't want to normalize.
Right. They demonize all that stuff. All that stuff is demonized.
Relationship. It's that's what it is. And so everything that becomes a mental illness, everything that can lead to this, also social media, algorithms pushing everybody into the same fucking box. Yeah. You gravitate towards something, the algorithm will just segregate you away and away and away, and it'll move you further and further away from alternative discourse, alternative points of view. Where back in my day, of course, no internet to start with, so there would be disagreements all the bloody time. You go to school, you'd be disagreeing over this. Oh, you saw this, we disagreed over that. Just little things. But then social media comes along, social media wants to pander to you and put you into your own boxes. So everybody goes into their own boxes. So what happens when you start having mentally ill people getting pushed into their own box? They get pushed into their own box all together, all going absolutely fucking mental, and they just rile themselves up. People get riled up as it is on social media over the most stupid things, like Super Twat by James Gunn. That, crap like that. People losing their fucking minds because this film didn't do very well and they can't fucking handle it. This is where we are in this current fucking day. So what happens when you got a whole group of fucking mentally ill people that are taking hormones, taking medication, that are being fucking radicalized by themselves, with government aiding the this as well, because government is the thing that radicalizes people, because government is the one that panders to these people. Government is the one that fucking changes your country. Starts fucking forcing people that shouldn't be in there, that don't want to integrate, don't want to assimilate into your culture, that put you against loggerheads in your own fucking towns and cities. So that's how people get fucking radicalized. And it's the same with this. They pump them all together. They get all fucking radicalized. They create their own fucking groups, medicated up to the eyeball. And what happens? It comes to a melting point like everything does, and then it explodes. Eventually. And then the ones that are most vulnerable, bang, they'll snap.
That's what happened. I mean, you put that perfectly. It's like an eventually erupting volcano, right?
Yes.
We know that it's going to happen, and I'd say that all of them are going to air places out. But the problem with this is that, you know, fundamentally they have mental issues. Fundamentally, like, think about that. Especially as a youngster, and this is gonna sound fucked up, but the only reason it sounds fucked up is because of how normalized this become. If you think that you are another fucking like gender in its entirety, you have to have a little. You're fucked. I'm like, bottom line, like something's going on upstairs that has you not accepting what you objectively are. What God, the way that God created you, you have some sort of issue with it, right? And you think that through medication, through castration, through mutilation, you could somehow change that. And there's a bunch of doctors operating on people saying that, well, you can. When we, like, fundamentally, it's crazy. Fundamentally, like, you just strip it down. Fuck the politics even that are part of it. Just strip it down logically. You would consider that a crazy person if you like change the subject, even like if you thought yourself to be a cat or for sucking. So I'm not talking about these weirdo fucking furries and shit. I'm just which they got problems too, to be fair. But I'm not like if you thought you were something else, right? You think that anything else, we will look at you like you're fucking crazy. For whatever reason, when it came to things like gender. When it came to things like gender, all that logic went out the way or out the window. It was gone. It was like, well, yeah. In any other context, this is insane. This is absolutely insanity. We would say something is wrong with you. Now, I want to be clear. Do I believe, as an adult, like you have the right to go do whatever it is that you want to do? Sure. Right? Totally. That said, this person was a minor, and they were
even if you do what you want as an adult, right? You can. Right. You got the right to do what you want, but that person still can't be a threat to society.
Facts.
Okay, we're meant to live in a civilized society, and I know governments are trying to make it as uncivilized as possible right now.
Right.
Very much so. Particularly the UK is a fucking conquered country. It's a fucking joke. Keir Starmer is a fucking traitorous piece of shit that should be, can't say on YouTube because I'll probably get put in fucking UK jail for speaking my fucking mind. I have more fucking rights going across to Russia right now than to do in the fucking UK for speaking, and that's fucking saying something. I could go to China and be fucking safer right now than in the fucking UK for actually speaking out. It's absolutely fucking insane. But yes, as an adult, you have the right to do what you want to your own body. You have the right to do what you want with it. That's your fucking business. But if that conflicts with a civilized society, then you do not belong in that civilized society. And you get put in whichever housing is appropriate, whether it be a fucking mental hospital or a fucking prison. But you do not allow it to escalate to the point where it comes to a trigger moment that affects the rest of that society.
Bingo.
Tattoo yourself up to the eyeball, paint your hair whatever color you want, stick whatever piercings you want in your body, whatever it is that you want to do. But the moment that you start to actually conflict against that civilized society, that assimilation, that integration, that culture that we have, then that is going to be the problem. And right now, it's never being addressed. It's being pandered
which is the problem,
and catered to.
Which is the problem.
And this will get swept under the fucking rug in moments.
And that's the problem. Like, even when, look, like, think about that, ass. The subject is so touchy that even when to try to find more information on this, I went to Fox, I went to CNN right before the show. None of them are talking about this.
Of course they're not, because they are complicit with it. They're complicit with Big Pharma, as we've seen from the fact that they were pushing the fucking poke for God knows how long, desperately trying to get that. Nowadays, what we got? Oh, fuck, we've got health warnings on the poke now, saying that it leads to exactly what people who are getting banned on social media, banned from, funding sites and all this kind of stuff for speaking out and speaking the fucking truth. A fucking previous president of the United States that went and gave clemency, whatever it is you call it in America, for all these people, Big Pharma, fucking Fauci, and all that kind of stuff to protect them because they have been a fucking traitor to their own company and a traitor to civilization.
Yeah.
That's what's happened. That's what's fucking gone on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet we're the ones who have been told to shush. We're the ones who have been told to be quiet. We're the ones who have been told that we will change the law. We will change the law on speech, and we will jail you in an effort to silence you. Now, when the government tries to silence the people, the government isn't working for the people. It's working against the people. Because government works for the people. The people don't work for the fucking government.
Facts. Absolutely.
So Keir Starmer, go fuck yourself, you fucking cunt.
Seriously.
See you in prison, guys.
Please, UK government, do not go get my co-host for speaking the damn truth. Frank McCormick, shout out, former teacher, follower of mine as well, shared this out, and it goes through the last 10 years. And this kind of goes to what we were talking about and how, how socially accepted this has become. And then they're talking about this mass shooting race by demographic. And among the top are the trans folk, right? This is per, in public incidents with 4 more fatalities. And this is rates per million. So we're talking, per capita here, which is something for whatever reason people don't understand. Yeah, you're dealing with a crazed group of people, which are already got issues. Instead of with regards to like other addictions and other issues that people have, for example, you kind of address that head on. With this one, they have been enabled, as we've talked about before. And so in doing so, what you have done, unfortunately, is created this sort of ticking time bomb. Now, that's not to say that every trans person is going to end up offing someone. No, I don't want people to think that that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you haven't helped this culture by, instead of saying, well, okay, you have problems. How can we get to the source of the problem? And that, if the medical community is going to try to do something about it, approaching it from that matter, especially psychologically. Instead, they said, well, there's nothing wrong with you. Though, in order, to just think about fundamentally how much wrong you have, because obviously, look, guys, if you're wanting to do something as outrageous as change who you are and like that, you have other things going on about you, right? You have to. Fundamentally, you have to. So instead of that core thing right there being addressed, so they can maybe learn to deal with it. They could learn to maybe even rid of it, right? Because again, we've seen the transitioners and such. So maybe even rid themselves of those feelings that they're having, especially with young people. I think this is why it's especially jacked up when you enable these young people, because young people, you think about when you were 14, 15, 16, the crazy shit that was happening to your body naturally. Right at that time. And you want to now throw in castration, you want to now throw in mutilation, and you want to throw in pills and all sorts of shit to this person that is dealing with what their body is trying to naturally do. That doesn't sound fucked up to anybody. That didn't sound messed up to anybody. Like, that was the solution that people thought. Like, hey, we got these young people. As young people go through, like, they're probably not even going to have the positions that they have fucking 3 months from now, right? Because again, your mind's going through all sorts of things. You're going through these experiences in school and all this shit. And instead of people letting that naturally occur, trying to explain the world to them, trying to help them understand, like, hey, this is what your body's going through. This is what's going to happen. It's only temporary. You're going to get through this. What the West thought to do to these poor young people was to say, hey, you're going through all these things. We'll throw some pills at you. We're going to even throw you some medication that's meant to stop, which sounds fucking crazy to me. Stop what your body is trying to naturally do.
We'll make a customer out of you.
But now, in doing so, you're going to have to always come to us, right?
Hey, government, take this nice little bung. This nice little bung will allow you to change policy to say, oh, if you have this condition, then you should be treated for this. This is no longer diagnosed mental illness. It actually just requires medication to fix. We'll put you onto. Farmer goes, thank you very much indeed, government, for taking the money, for changing the policy that allows us to get an inroads into here. Welcome to the way that fucking government works. Welcome to the fucking lobbying fucking industry.
Yeah. All right. I mean, it's obviously in big pharma's best interest to participate in this charade because again, they have lifelong customers. They have
Pharma isn't there to cure people.
Not at all.
Pharma is there to create customers for life.
Yeah.
If you cure somebody, then they don't
need you anymore. Yeah.
It's just like government. If you fix problems, then you don't need government anymore.
Politicians have no reason to run
government, and there must always be customers for fucking pharma.
Yep.
So these aren't here to help you or to fix shit. They're here to fuck with your life and to fuck everything up so that you constantly feel the necessity to have them there. What you need is here to fix this because this is constantly fucked up. Next fucking group of twats come in. Well, we're going to fix the mess that the other people left behind and we're here to help you. Hurrah! Oh, we didn't do fuck all again. So get them out of here. Bring the other fucking twat waffles back.
Running on the same
fucked it up the day before. It's about time we're back. Yes, here we are. We're going to sort this out. Do fuck all.
Yep.
If we keep, how much fucking billions upon billions upon billions upon
we're
billions
talking trillions
have been sent to fucking Africa to solve the fucking food problem. God knows how much. Is it solved? No, it's just the fucking same because the money isn't going to treat any of it.
Yep.
The money's going to the fucking governments there. It's going to the fucking drug dealers there. It's going to whoever it is. But you know who's not going to? The people that fucking need it.
Yeah.
And there'll be some cameras on and there'll be a couple of little places that go, look, we built a school. We did this. We did that. Meanwhile, the government's taking God knows how much of that fucking aid money. Thank you for that. This is a great way of doing fucking legalized money laundering.
Yeah. Perfect way.
By the way, allow us into your country, allow us to get the fucking contracts to do the infrastructure in your country. Let's put your country into fucking billions of debt with our country, and therefore you're always leaning to us constantly.
Yep. That's the point. That's the point. These are evil pieces of shit. The
world owes trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
Who the fuck
trillions.
who?
Yeah.
Who
trillions. Well, that's all the politics, right? Especially when you're dealing with like Federal Reserve. So that's all about, that's what the central banking system. I hate to go on this tangent, but that's what it allows, right? It's there to not only enable people that are crippling gambling addicts and overall pieces of shit, the worst, scum of the absolute fucking earth. It allows them to do shit with impunity and essentially no consequence. Because you think about government, right? Whether it be with this issue or whatever, they can always vote to raise prices. They can always vote for themselves at raises. So any other consequences that they're going to feel, be it culturally or financially, they get to shield themselves from it. That's what makes it particularly fucked up with these advocates doing things. We're seeing all this crap going on. I don't know if you've been keeping up with all this crap going on with like, interest rates and seeing all these politicians and some of the mortgage fraud and shit that they're doing, using their positions to get over. Essentially, that's what it allows them to do. And I think the minute that, it takes for whatever reason, it takes a while. The only reason you get like a Javier Milei out of Argentina to fix shit is when your country goes into a complete communistic shithole, where people are like, wow, we tried this for decades on end please get us out of it. And really the only thing Javier Milei did was say, hey guys, I'm getting these guys out of the way. and what do you know? All these problems that Argentina has had have been at least moving into the right direction. Every week there's some new reported high that they're having, and it's not like he's doing anything right special. He's like, yeah, I privatized this, I got the government out of this, I got the government out of that, right? And with something like this, is something that's government enabled. So you got taxpayer and the use of force, violence, and ultimate decision making backing such an egregious, fucked up culture. Whatever thing that you call this trans shit, whatever you want to call it, they're backing. They're backing
a religion.
It, right?
I want to call it's a religion.
It's fair. It's absolutely fair. I don't think you're unfair.
I doubt 99% of them are actually trans. They've just jumped on board this religious fucking experience for them.
Well, or it's again they have issues.
Or co-opted into it.
Yeah, that's for sure part of it. And the people that are the subjects, right, that they already have things that are wrong with them, and they, in order to act out, right, with the least amount of resistance, you know, they're going to gravitate towards whatever that is. And right now, unfortunately, or at least within this pocket of time, it was this movement, which is why you had the whole pronoun shit, which people kept talking about it like, yo, it's just harmless. Who cares? It's like, I don't think you fucking understand what's going on. You are enabling a bunch of fucking crazy people, right? Which speaks to the problems that this country, various countries in the West are facing, where left becomes right, right becomes left, the sky's green, like all these things that we know to be true.
Believe what we tell you. Believe what we tell you, not what you say.
That's what that is.
Don't believe your cheating eyes.
Bingo. That's the problem. That's the problem with it. It's not harmless for that reason, because you're enabling something that so many people with instinct, through their instinct, is like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. That's not right. But they're being gaslit by basically every institution that we're supposed to look to as important and as just and as righteous are the ones that are co-signing this. So whether you talk about your government, state and local and federal, whether you're talking about, again, the medical community, for pharmaceutical companies involved in that, all these people that they're supposed to be the best among us, right? And they're participating in this charade while, again, saying that this is what's truth is false, and what's false is what's truth. Everything's fucking crazy, and they're gaslighting the entire.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good textbook gas. What I know, people use that term willy-nilly. They don't really understand what it means, but that's what that means. Like it has you believing, right? Or even questioning for a split second that you're the one that's crazy.
Am I the one in the wrong? Am I the crazy?
Right.
Because that's what an empathetic, normal person would feel.
Right.
But no, when you're being manipulated, when you're being pushed, when you're being bullshitted, and we've been bullshitted left, right, and center. And just think that this has been like a major problem for approximately, let's say, a decade.
Yeah, about a decade.
Approximately a decade. And look already where we are within that decade.
That's
and
fast,
the wild swing.
That's quick.
The wild swing that is coming back.
Yeah.
You know, enough is enough with this absolute fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
If people are mentally ill, sort out the problem, which is here.
Yeah,
start treating
1,000%.
that. Not
1,000%.
pills, not that. Start treating this. Find out what's wrong. But when you censor all the scientists that are disputing what the narrative is that they want to push, then of course the science will lead to a certain direction. Or when policy,
you can always fudge
government, exactly, you can fudge everything to go alongside. The amount of scientists that have been persona non grata, pushed out, that were vehemently against what was going on, particularly during COOF and stuff like that, and other things, vaccines, the medication of children, blah, blah, blah. Never mind the scientific community as well. You know, plenty in the scientific community, the astrology community as regards to aspects of space and blah, blah, blah. All this kind of stuff. When you own everything, when the left runs the fucking show and has everything, has education,
top to bottom, bro, top to bottom,
has corporation lockdown, it's got government lockdown, party obviously lockdown anyway because it's government. Then you can create the truth that you want to create, and then regular people who see And they're just like, what the, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Dana, don't believe your cheating eyes.
Yeah.
Believe what we tell you. And that's, and we've already got to the breaking, almost now where normies are getting to that breaking point themselves. So they're just like, wait a minute, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, this is fucked. It is like how any normal person would look at what the fuck is happening right now. And I think they did that. I mean, again, I think I was talking about this. Like, I think instinctually, a lot of people knew this was wrong. Like what was going on with this whole movement, where, because I know when we were coming up, gender dysmorphia was a thing, and it was like treated as such, right? If someone had some issues like that, it was treated as such. Like, well, you know, we had psychologists, everybody's getting involved trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Now, for whatever reason, and yeah, it has been like basically a 10-year gap where it accelerated, where it went from, hey, we're treating this as what it actually is, to and you know, it was almost like it wasn't taboo. It was less that, it was more people, kind of the folks that were like doing that, going full trans. We were like, yeah, they're doing that. It's fucking weird, but they're just doing that. It went from that to, hey, we need children to do this, right? Because think about that ass. Go ahead, Rick.
It's a little bit more insidious, right? Because now we have a consistent term for it, which is trans. It's now the trendy terminology to use. Mm-hmm. Why? Because they can blanket so much in that term and not actually get to the nuance. I believe in a very specific aspect of that. And do you know what that's called? That's called gender dysmorphia.
Yeah.
I believe in gender dysmorphia. I believe that there are certain people, a small minority of people, very microcosm of people that suffer from gender dysmorphia. This movement has come and co-opted that. Yeah. Absolutely co-opted that. So the people that legitimately suffer from gender dysmorphia, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody, because it must be absolutely harrowing. They understand that they're in their terms, they're in the wrong body, but they understand that they're still that gender. Yeah. You know, they don't think, I am a woman because I think I'm a woman. No, they understand that's the harrowing aspect. And that's why self-deletion within that group is so fucking high. Right. Post-op, pre-op, it doesn't fucking matter. It's the same
shit.
It doesn't
Please
cure
stop.
a thing.
Please, fucking, for the love of God, stop gaslighting parents into having their kids have their stuff cut off with the idea that if they do that, it will prevent them from doing something to themselves. It's such an evil, manipulative thing to do to these parents, which the medical community is so fucking compromised that's what they've been doing over the years. That's the power of dopamine. That's the power of online dopamine. Yeah, that's the power of being hailed and having, oh, you're so brave. Oh, you're such a brave parent. Oh, isn't it amazing that you're raising these trans kids? Yes, all my kids are that is an evil fucking being. That's a fucking devil right there. Oh, for sure.
Right, fucking there.
Oh, for sure.
That you would use your children as a way.
It doesn't get much more evil than that.
No, of course not. So
I don't think
you
it
can
gets
get
more
social media clicks. You can get attention online to feed that fucking narcissism, feed that fucking dopamine in there when these people actually need help. And the people who are empathetic towards it are the ones who are being fucking vilified. They're the ones that are being jumped on because they're saying, look, we need to address this now. Oh, no. A word that's been recently made up, just like Islamophobia is a recent word that's been fucking made up, is you're transphobic now. No. Nobody's scared of this stuff, right? People are calling out that you're not treating it how it should be treated, like a mental illness, because you're catering to it and you're pandering to it. And now trans within itself has just become a nebulous term where some fucking straight fucking woman can suddenly go, oh, I'm pansexual. I'll have sex with all genders. No, you're bisexual. You'll fuck a woman, you'll fuck a dude.
Weird.
Right?
Terms and shit.
So that's why they have to co-op it. They have to co-op it. That queer. What does queer mean? It's nebulous. Man. It's a fucking nebulous term again. It can mean fucking anything. Oh, I'm you know, you've got these fucking women in Hollywood, these actresses in Hollywood and whatnot, who are married with kids, going, well, I'm queer. I'm part of the LGBT. I'm queer. What's that mean? You're fucking married with kids. It's a way for fucking narcissistical fucking straight people to get in the fucking pride community and say, look at me, I'm so brave. I've stuck a label on myself. I've they them myself. Whatever the fuck that means nothing. Some days I wake up, I feel like a man. Some days I wake up and feel like a woman. Now, do you know what? I pretty much guarantee you, every day you wake up and think that you're a fucking bellend, because that's what you fucking are. You're attention-seeking, narcissistical twat that needs to probably get off fucking social media and get a fucking real life, get a fucking hobby.
Yeah.
Go for a fucking walk.
Yep.
But these people are using these groups like trans and all this kind of stuff to just push themselves. And we're getting into this, like I said, we're getting back into this religious aspect of it, and it's just become a cult.
Yeah. Like, I mean, again, like this is a young person. They were 22. The killer, and like I said, some of their ideas being
didn't they say in their manifesto, "I am not well"?
Yeah, that was in there. That was
Wasn't that one of the fucking lines? That I am not well. No fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, but are they getting helped? No.
They're being enabled.
Enabled.
Yeah, they're being enabled.
Not helped.
That's the complete opposite.
It's like the puberty blockers again. They were told you could come off puberty blockers anytime, no problem.
No problem.
No problem at all. Have no. And what we just told, massive effects. Man, of course they are.
Side effects alone are fucked up.
Fucking with your body, your body's development.
Yeah. What else was it gonna do? But for whatever reason, look, think about this, man. Like I know I've mentioned this. People that have watched my show over the years, you heard me talk about this. I mentioned this several different times, but I just want people to really understand and grasp how crazy things got in such a short amount of time, right? Try to take yourself back to year that the Mavs won the championship, 2011. Not that long ago. That's not that long ago. 2011.
No idea what he just said there.
2011. Take yourself back there. If someone would have came up to you and said, yeah, and 5 years from now, there is going to be a legitimate, it's going to become normalized that minors, people that are under the age of 18, are going to be encouraged by actual doctors,
adults,
affirmed by actual,
should be protecting them.
Yes, by actual doctors to cut off their genitals because they think that they are a different gender. What would you, if someone came up to your 2011 self, what would you say?
So what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you rambling on about, you loony? Kids aren't going to start getting fucking mutilated. Are you fucking crazy? Hospitals aren't going to allow that. Governments aren't going to allow that.
No way. All those people be in
aren't
prison.
going to allow that.
Yeah.
You're fucking lunatic. Shut up. Fuck off. Mentalist.
That's what you would say. That's what I would say. That's what pretty much everybody in the chat. So when he came up to you during that period of time, you call them crazy. You might even want to get in a bare knuckle fist fight with the guy for even suggesting that that's something that should ever be normalized. Because you think he was a fucking weirdo, right? Well, here we are.
I don't know. And here we are.
And yet here we are. But how I think what's so important to discuss is just how quick it happened.
Yeah.
How quick that because that 2011 was not that long ago. That was not a crazy amount of time ago. And then even you fast forward to like the mid when it really started to get weird, mid 2010s, right? That's not that long ago, bro. That's not that long ago. That's not a crazy amount of time ago. That's right. Before, like, for example, Trump's first term, it wasn't that long ago. But that's how crazy it got and how fast it happened. And then even during that time, if you would have told me, hey, man.
Because somebody came in that didn't go with the uniparty.
Yeah.
He went against the fucking Uniparty. Well, dude, hey, what's going on in your fucking party? Why are you getting this guy going? He's not fucking going along with the rhetoric here.
Shit got weird, bro.
Dude, it's okay. We'll do our best to make sure that he fucking gets out. Okay, don't worry about it. We'll have the situation back to normal. You know, swapping over every couple of terms or so. You know. Same fucking colleges we all go to. We all have the same fucking ideas, same fucking health clubs, same fucking private fund, you know, all that. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get it sorted, mate.
In the mid-20s, same thing, 2010s, if someone would have came up to me and said, hey man, 5 years from now, believe it or not, they're gonna shut the whole fucking world down for a virus with a 99% survival rate.
99.9.
It's 99.99. Like they had a survival rate of that. I would also say you're fucking stupid.
Yeah,
there's no way they would treat this thing
like a Hollywood movie. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
You won't be able to leave your houses. You'll have to wear masks.
That right there would I would have like, oh yeah, well, you get that plot from a comic book or something. What are you fucking talking about?
They'll shut down all the gyms and then they'll they'll push you eating at fast food restaurants all the time. Order fast food, order takeaways. We'll shut the gyms because they're bad for you. But these free burgers, if you get the poke that hasn't been tested, that will come out in later years, that it's got massive health implications. But we will make sure that anyone that speaks out against this is absolutely fucking shut down, removed from the internet.
I would have been like, you're psycho.
But what book did you read? Which book?
Well, what comic was that?
Sounds great. I'll read it.
Contagion comic by Marvel. I remember that plot. Yeah, that's what that was.
That's Batman Contagion, mate. That was in 1998 or whenever it was.
Some shit like
I've read it. I've read it.
I've read that. That's what happened. Like, no, man, it's for sure gonna happen.
Yeah,
like,
you got into my collection, eh? Okay, well done.
It's like, there's no way that would have ever happened. And yet that's exactly what happened. So I think it's important to understand just how, if you learn nothing else from stuff like this, just how bad it could get, but most importantly, how quick it can get there. Right, it's accelerated. It's amazing. It's amazing, and it sucks because you have people that are ringing the alarm early on, saying, "Guys, you might not see it now, but this is going to have some really, really crazy ramifications. There's going to be some consequences from that. This thing is going to fucking blow up in your faces, and you might not see it now, but eventually it will." And I think that's kind of the point that we are at with so many different things. Right, I did a video last night. I was rambling on for fucking 9 minutes about just whatever was coming to my mind. I rarely do that anymore. I used to do that fucking all the time. I had a show. That was all I did, believe it or not. Just rambled on about whatever the hell came to mind.
That's my YouTube channel, man.
But it was. I was talking about how, for such a long period of time, this was my argument. I would love to know, before we move on to the next topic, how you feel about it. But I think from a ideological standpoint, the point that the case that I was making was that it was all connected, right? You have the Cracker Barrel stuff happening. You have some random guy from India or whatever the fuck doing a U-turn and killing 3 people. You got Rampage, his son, what he did, and the crazy shit there. And I was making the argument that this is how people's reactions specifically, and how that's all sort of connected. More so in how folks for a very long time were being suppressed. I think this is the problem, right? They've been suppressed. The truth that it was being suppressed, and they were they were made out to be crazy. Any event that they noticed anything, right? They noticed a trend. They noticed what the demographic changes that were happening in the areas that they grew up in. And I started like reminiscing as I was talking myself through this, as I was rambling in this video. I'm like, even from when I was a kid, like I'm looking at how America's almost, and I'm not trying to be a downer here, it's almost unrecognizable from the 90s and or in like early 2000s, which I believe the West peaked then, is the argument that I've always made. But like, there was a point of time, again, even when I was a kid, it's not that long ago, where you could like be in any neighborhood, and it was like standard. You could have your door. You could actually leave the house with your door unlocked, and it was like good. Cars unlocked. I
was in the on the car on the way back from the gym last night with my mate, and the last couple of nights, let's just say we've been talking about stuff which will get us jailed in the UK. And I'm not even fucking joking.
That's why I'm laughing out of pain because you're not joking.
I wish it was, but honestly, chat, it'd be stuff.
Yeah, he could literally.
If we said this online, we'd be getting the fucking on the fucking doors. The Kirchstammer Gestapo's here. And one thing that I was saying to my mate last night on the way back, I said, dude, I'm on a completely different planet than the one that I fucking knew when I was younger. And I'm not just talking like when I was a fucking 5-year-old. I'm talking like when I was 20.
No, when you were young, in your 20s,
20,
like
25.
Yeah,
this is a completely different fucking planet that I'm on now. It's unrecognizable, and not in a good way.
No,
unrecognizable in a very fucking bad way.
Yeah, we were supposed to have flying cars and all that cool shit. We ain't getting none of that.
Now we've got fucking women with penises instead. As I was promised fucking flying cars and fucking cures for cancer and fucking space travel to far off galaxies, and I got fucking women with beards and cocks in my fucking 2025 Christmas fucking stocking, and I want a refund. I want a goddamn fucking refund.
Fuck.
I've got, hey, fucking, do you want a house? It'd be lovely to own a house. Okay. Do you have a quick $50 billion in your fucking pocket for a 1 bed in fucking Basingstoke? What? Oh, sorry. Get on the property ladder.
Yeah. It's an unrecognizable, like, it
beautiful.
Really.
Look at Paris at the minute, dude. Paris, the most romantic city on planet Earth when I was a fucking kid.
Yeah. Same
that
here.
Was the romance.
Everybody wanted to go there.
Take your girl, go to Paris, woo her, propose, underneath the Arc de Triomphe while the fucking cars are all running over you and all that kind of. Now it's a fucking shithole.
Literal shithole.
It's a fucking shithole. And what are France doing at the moment? France, they're ferrying their immigrants from there across the fucking 12-mile gap or whatever it is, across to the U-fucking-K, getting them on fucking what's-a-majiggy, putting them with preservers, life preservers on. The French are putting the life preservers on, sending them over to us. We're fucking taking them in, taking the life preservers off, fucking going over to France and giving them back for the next fucking bunch.
Crazy, man.
We're getting fucking little 14-year-old girls, 12-year-old girls in Scotland feeling the necessity to have fucking weapons on them because these fucking weirdo guys who I'm sure are doctors or brain surgeons, and they're here to fill that function out within the UK, are there fucking harassing fucking little girls.
Yeah.
Who gets arrested? The fucking little girl.
Crazy.
Don't you want to question the fucking guy, the adult fucking man, doctor, brain surgeon, rocket scientist that came with his UK? Didn't you want to fucking question him on why he's going around harassing and fucking recording little girls?
Like
to the point where they were clearly wanting you to get the fuck away from them. No, we need to arrest the girls and we need to fucking charge the fucking girls. I'm amazed that they haven't been sent to the gulag, but it's the gulag for all of us.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the thing. It's unrecognizable.
Endless gulags country. Coming.
Like, or the West in general, like, I was talking about, man, like when I was, kid, how, playing outside, that was like a normal thing. And now
we were thrown out.
It was like,
we were thrown out. Don't come back until it's lunch.
Be out before the lights come back on. Get your ass outside, man.
After lunch, fuck off again. Out you go. Come back at tea time. And then at tea time, it was like, be back by 9 p.m. or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I was saying, Eric, I was saying to my mate in the car last night, and this is true, fucking hand on heart, cross my heart, hope to fucking die. I said to my mate last night, I said, dude, we are not far away from the first fucking British person going over to like Poland or some other country or whatever and seeking asylum away from the UK.
Fuck.
That's where we're going to start fucking getting. Where fucking the the what are they? The indigenous, because the indigenous are going to be leaving the fucking UK to find sanctuary somewhere else.
Fuck. It pains me to even think about that type of stuff. Like, again, how much of a cultural problem it is. Like, you don't trust the people that are around. I'm not saying that you're unjustified to do so. It's actually the smart reaction. It's just sad that it has come to that, where again, people feel like, I even, demographics. I think that's a big one, a big shocker for a lot of people that, areas that they grew up in, like demographically, have fundamentally changed for the worse. Like, and I'm talking like, not just like on a racial tip, like on a cultural tip, the area's just gone to absolute shit. Right.
Because cultures have to assimilate.
Yes, that's
and
important.
When cultures don't assimilate,
diversity is our strength. Bullshit. Like, nobody's trying to. It's not reality.
That's assimilation, right?
Yeah.
This is non-assimilation.
Yeah, that's conflict.
That's what happens.
Yeah. You're encouraging conflict. This is a point. People that have watched me over the last, since 2011, when I would talk about this stuff, I used to, that used to be a hot take of mine, right? When I would talk about this and that sort of forced integrationism is one of the most dangerous things that the West has adopted, and it's always going to come back to bite them, because you're having cultures be forced to live amongst each other that are fundamentally
opposed.
Yeah,
I'm happy with people that come into a country that add to that country, right?
Yeah,
that assimilate into that country's culture, that work, that they're a benefit add. Got no problem with that all day, every day. Don't care the fucking pigmentation of your fucking skin. Yeah. If you're there to come into a country and assimilate into that country's culture, whatnot. But when you get the ones that come in and they don't want to assimilate and they're flying their own fucking flags of the places that they're allegedly fear from, and they're scared of, we're asylum seekers, we had to run away from it. We're fucking waving our flags and fucking burning the fucking cross of St. George and Union flag and all that kind of stuff. And we're like, wait a minute. And I've seen it in other countries as well. Look at all the immigrants coming over the fucking US border, and they're waving the flags of the countries that they're allegedly
they came from, which is crazy.
Allegedly come from, that they are absolutely fucking.
They're asylum seekers, though, man.
Yeah. We can't go by that. We'd be fucking killed.
Refugees.
Yeah. Let us wave our fucking flag of the other. Like, wait a minute, that ain't the fucking person that's trying to assimilate into your culture.
Yeah.
But you say this, and they're like, whoa. Sorry, sir. You can't say common sense. We're going to have to jail you for that. We're going to have to jail you for that common sense, sir. Because if you start speaking common sense, then other people might actually listen to the common sense. So we're just going to, hold up. I got it. Let me just look through my book. Oh, got it. You're a Nazi and a racist. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think, I genuinely believe this. Not allowing those conversations to be had. And I'm not trying to be a doomer here, but I believe that we'll look back at this years from now, if the world doesn't blow up or Jesus doesn't come save us from it. And
Jesus, hold on. Hold up.
Yeah, it's seriously, it's the fact that those subject matters, and this was the point that I was making in the video, the fact that this subject matter, or these various subjects, not just this particular one, it was taboo to speak about certain things, even though you saw it. You was like, hey, these groups aren't assimilated.
Why is it taboo?
That was a problem, right? It was like, it went against, obviously you had people that were advocating these things for nefarious reasons, right? For power, for bread, whatever it may have been. But you were made to be, to your point, be it racist or homophobe or the various things, if you so much as brought it up, you know what I mean? And those conversations were necessary when the conflict started to happen. So we can at least talk our way through it as far as a solution. But that's not what happened. Instead, it was, hey, you don't want to be, because think about the whole trans thing and how crazy it got. Remember those swimmers with the holy William Thomas thing, and swimmers were going talking to Outkick anonymously, We had Riley Gaines, but outside of Riley Gaines, nobody else said shit and put their name to it. Why? Because they were more afraid
of what would befall the consequences that would befall them, the consequences that would befall their ability to swim.
Bingo.
Because they wanted to just fucking swim.
They wanted to swim, but they were afraid of being called being labeled as this transphobe or homophobe or whatever.
This is gatekeeping language.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it's meant to shut. It's not meant to create discourse. It's meant to shut it down.
Oh no, it's the opposite. Absolutely.
That's exactly why we have this. That's why there are taboo topics that we can't discuss. Why can't we discuss them? That's it, because they don't want you to fucking discuss them. Because if you discuss them, then common sense is going to dictate that it doesn't fucking work.
Right.
It doesn't work when you've got a grown fucking man with the musculature of a fucking man. And guess what? The
absolute tank. William's a tank.
That is 6'4" or whatever that was.
It's like 6'2".
Cowardly piece of shit of a human fucking being that just couldn't fucking cut it in the male fucking side. So thought, I'll take over the female. Cowards.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking cowards. Trans my fucking ass. Guy's gonna be married with fucking 4 kids in 5 years. You know what I'm fucking saying? So he comes in, ruins that, but you can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Because if you talk about that, the optics, your cheating eyes, your lying eyes would be like, how the fuck is that fair?
Yeah.
A grown man and it's not just fucking swimming. It's fucking rugby. It's fucking
Track
Australian rules. It's fucking it's all of these fucking sports.
Yeah.
Where they'll dominate. Absolutely dominate. And God bless fucking Riley Gaines for speaking out. She's got more balls than that fucking guy. Fucking had, and he had big balls apparently because he was.
He was just out.
He was walking around the fucking women's changing rooms with his cock out.
That's fucking wild, bro.
And you want to say that's a fucking woman? So that's why these are taboo, because they want to shut you down. They want to shut you down because if you tell the fucking truth and people hear the fucking truth, other people, when they hear the common sense, will go, do you know what? That's right. He's right. So they're going to shut it down. So what are we going to do? Let's call it transphobia. Let's talk about the immigration. Wait, no, let's call that Islamophobia. Let's stick a phobia onto it, because if we stick a phobia on or something like that, then guess what? We can try and get it into law. We can try and wrap it around the law, and it becomes a hate crime.
Crazy.
And then it's a hate speech. And then it's all this kind of stuff because they just want to shut down, because if you speak common sense, people are going to listen, and they don't want the common sense. It is the very epitome of fascism. You know, the people that call you fascist all day, every fucking day for speaking the fucking truth? Yeah, that's called projection. Because the projection comes from the side, the fucking Nazis, the phobes, the fucking fascists. For sure. They project all the fucking time. Oh, you're a fascist. Do you actually understand what fascism is? Do you understand what it fucking is?
Yeah. It's like apparently it's not the pharmaceutical companies working directly with the government.
No, criticize one woman. What are you? You're a misogynist. Do you understand? Do you know what misogyny means? You know, seriously, do you? Well, yeah, misogyny is the hatred of women. Yeah, I'm criticizing one woman, a specific woman, or a group of specific women.
Yeah. That's fine.
Women aren't against criticism.
Yeah, that's
just like black people aren't against
black folks or whatever the hell.
Gay people aren't against, they're not averse to criticism. Everybody is open to fucking criticism. And that's what they want to stop, because if you do criticize, if you do call it out, you're gonna get fucking shut down.
Right. And that's the problem with this subject that we're talking about today, and why, again, with these various taboo subjects, people were not allowed to talk about them, unfortunately. And that's why it's so important for that dialogue to happen. And no matter how uncomfortable it makes people feel, because how can you develop a solution otherwise?
It's not uncomfortable.
For us, no.
These aren't uncomfortable conversations.
It shouldn't be.
Conversations which are going against the narrative, and it's very different.
Yeah.
An uncomfortable conversation is, how do we tackle this problem? And everybody's in on it, in as much as everybody is wanting to tackle this problem, but necessarily they might have a different method of tackling with it. They might have a different ideology or religion with dealing with certain things. But ultimately, they want to truly tackle something. So there is going to be uncomfortable conversations because we're going to have to try and log ahead and try and find some compromise. This isn't uncomfortable. This is censorship. And that's very, very different indeed. They don't want a conversation full stop. What happens when you apologize to the fucking madding crowd, hey? What happens to it? What happens then?
They smell blood.
They come after you. They demand an apology. You bend the knee. You apologize. What happens then? Do they go, thank you?
Leave that guy alone. Nope.
Nah.
They're like, oh, now we got you. We got you.
We own you now. Now let's fucking go further. Let's go further and further because there's never an apology to be had.
Yeah. That's one of the worst things you can do.
And when there isn't an apology to be had, you're dealing with people that have no ability to debate, no ability to compromise, no ability to want to resolve. They don't want resolution. They just want their capitulation.
Way. Yeah.
And it's very different.
No, most definitely. Those are people that are, I'd argue, impossible to reason with. You just simply can't with those types. But yeah, I mean, really, moral of the story here today. I know the story is developing with this crazy shooting, man. But fuck, dude, like that's my biggest fear. Is how. Again, it's like a volcano about to erupt, right? And it's like we went through a long period of time where we enabled people that had fucking problems, and we didn't. Instead of actually addressing the problem, they allowed it to manifest. They allowed it to grow. They enabled it. They gave them all the resources that they need to continue going down the same road and path that they were going. It's not that it was unimposed. It was that they were enabled. They were encouraged. They were put on a pedestal, and a lot of cases, right? And when I hear a story like this, and again, it's the latest one, right? That's what sucks. It's the latest one of some person that has some issues going nuts, and man, it's fucked, dude. It is fucked. So
how many times do we hear, by the way, oh, they were on the FBI's watch list?
Don't get me started on that.
How many times do we hear that, and how many times do they go off and actually do something? How are they not shut down?
I don't know how to fit. Yeah, FBI. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, that's a subject that I could for sure go on.
Three letter organizations.
So many of them that need to go, and unfortunately, they have gone nowhere. I don't know if you guys are. I thought about doing a video about this. Side note: IRS apparently is reversing their, because they were supposed to go through these, and they had gone through like basically slimming down.
Yes.
Apparently they're reversing that and actually about to start adding employees again. They start it's a story that broke. I should have did a video on it. You can go look at it. Don't take my word for anything. Watch the post talked about Axios.
Wait a minute, have you got $60 in your fucking account?
That's theirs. Yeah, and it's specifically for revenue as well. It flew under the radar, man. It was an under radar story. Don't take my word for anything. Like, so yeah, they're kind of, when I say reversing, like, yes, they did initially lay off some IRS agents, if you will, but now unfortunately it's about to they're adding folks. So yeah, they're about to come to collect. So be on the lookout for that. I got another interesting story that I wanted to talk about.
Oh fuck! Oh, it's a Kickstarter. Oh.
It was a kick. They've gone private on everything for the most part.
Oh yeah, deleted social media, gone private on the website.
Private the website, you can't access the website. Kickstarter is still live. I believe they're still active on the safe haven, left the safe haven, blue sky. I think for the most part they've
pedo site. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of them
pedo haven. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
So
blue sky.
we're gonna read through because a lot of people don't actually know. They see people talk about it, but they don't know actually what's going on with this game or what this game is. So I'm going to let me see if I click on Blue Sky. Is this still active? Yeah, Blue Sky is still active.
How bizarre!
Yeah, active. IG.
Wow.
IG
the place
is private.
where nobody but fucking far left weirdos and pedophiles live. That's the only one that's active. I am shocked.
So check this out. Let's read through it. So Anima Interactive is a socially conscious indie game studio with video games as the largest entertainment medium in the world. We believe in the immense untapped opportunity for interactive media to ignite positive and cultural and social change. I, for one, appreciate that they're just flat out saying it. And instead of being
We're
like,
mentally ill, got it, yeah.
Yeah, you know, just saying that that's what you're trying to do, because for a long time we've recognized and we understand that these various games companies were doing exactly that.
I got a question.
But pretending they weren't. Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's not about fun.
What is it you're changing, and what is it you fundamentally think should be changed? Now, ask them to answer that question, because when they answer that question, they go full mask off, mate. If they answer it honestly. But what is the problem? What are you trying to change? So well, we can't get people in the industry that look like us or something like that. What are you?
So
what are you then?
This is gonna get trippy for you guys. So our debut original project, Take Us North, is a narrative-driven video game inspired by real-world stories that immerses players in the poignant journeys of migrants and asylum seekers on their way to cross the U.S.-Mexico border.
So they just walk over. That's it.
Well, yeah, it's that easy.
Well, maybe last year.
We recognize this is a heavy-hitting and emotionally charged subject. However, we're committed to humanizing the migrant and refugee experience and portraying it sensitively, respectfully, and authentically.
And monetizing it. Yeah.
Our goal is to foster a greater awareness and empathy around complex topics
Fuck off.
that are unfortunately often reduced in mainstream media to statistics or divisive rhetoric.
Are they going to have a rapist in there? Are they going to have is one of the stories a guy comes across?
It's be that
you got to try and rape as many women as you fucking possibly can, kill a couple, commit crime, and then the government takes you into custody, gives you a fucking house and a mobile phone.
I don't think any of that is going to be portrayed in this video.
Okay, that's so bizarre. So weird.
They say this project is deeply personal to many of our members, and we're collaborating with migrants with lived experience, anthropologists, and experts in migration.
Yeah.
We've conducted dozens of interviews and have also collaborated with Define American and the Undocumented Filmmakers Collective in our writers' room. With rapidly evolving policies and enforcement, migration and immigration stand as some of the most urgent and critical issues of our time. People probably agree, just not like with what's the actual problem. Our vision for Take Us North extends beyond game development. No shit. We strive to contribute to a broader cultural conversation. I thought I said conversion. That would have been more accurate. Conversation, and shift hearts and minds around this crucial subject matter. So I guess they're trying to make this with the idea that they're going to make people more empathetic towards the migrants, I'm assuming. We're also working to galvanize social movements that directly support humanitarian and activist communities alongside the game. It's just a propaganda project. Says
I can't think of anything less I'd love to do with my time.
For example, we're collaborating closely with Casa de la some Mexican shit. Maybe it says a shelter for migrants and asylum seekers in Nogales, Mexico, and Salavision an organization based in Arizona that provides aid to asylum seekers. So there's a place in
Tucson.
Trump. Y'all might want to go look at that place, I guess, because apparently,
yeah, ICE like cheers.
yeah, like thanks for the
Cheers,
location. Appreciate the location.
Yeah. Fucking Dean Kane's on his way there right now.
The horseman is on his way to go deal with this. Take Us North is not about pushing divisive politics. Okay.
Well, fuck off.
How do you follow
pushing divisive politics? We're a single-minded activist group and it's only going to be seen if it wasn't divisive, then you'd show some positive and you'd show some negative. But I got a feeling all we're going to see is a lot of fucking Dan Vass is speaking English again in the chat.
Oh man, it says it's about journalistic integrity, debunking myths. See, that's the thing. To your point, if it would be about that if they were depicting some of the things that Az was talking about. Which again, from our knowledge, they're not talking about any of that. They say debunking myths, challenging misinformation, and harnessing the power of the world's largest media platform, video games, for good. Look, again, that part I appreciate that they're being open about. Hey, this is about using this medium as our vehicle for social change that they're trying to enact.
Do I get a shotgun?
It's about shining a light on the stories and perspectives that are often cast in the shadows, cultivating community when we need it most, and promising and promoting healing through art. So this is their game. Okay, let's talk about it. Take Us North blends narrative depth, strategic traversal, and decision making and stealth mechanics to meaningfully connect players.
Stealth mechanics. Oh, so you're not coming in legally then. You're coming in illegally. I think that's what a lot of people have an issue with. This is
interesting.
No,
they say players assume the role of a migrant guide.
Yeah.
Whose objective is to safely shepherd a group of migrants and asylum seekers across the U.S.-Mexico border. So they're traffickers?
Yeah. So the human traffickers or the human traffickers that are trying to avoid the crazy Mexicans who are trying to stop them from getting over the U.S. border.
It's coyotes. I guess that is an interesting approach. So your job,
it's not divisive, mate. It's fine.
Not at all. No, it's not divisive politics at all. Not so divisive. Your job is to have people help people cross the border illegally. Wow. They say the game is primarily set in the Sonoran Desert, one of the deadliest migrant trails. Deadly why?
Because the traffickers are taking them through the hottest parts of. Why don't you just go up to the road, go and get in a vehicle, get a bus, go to the border and declare that I am an asylum seeker, and then go through the legal process.
No, you got to guide them across the border.
But where they're gonna live, what they're gonna do for a job, how they're going to feed themselves.
So the whole that's a
crime goes up immediately.
That's an interesting theme. So you're smuggling. Basically, the job is that you're smuggling the migrants.
Yeah, you're a coyote.
Yeah, you're for sure. That's crazy. Says
you're a human trafficker, illegally getting people into breaching a country's border that has no problem with you entering the country if you go through the legal process, where you will be determined whether or not you will be given a haven or not given a haven based on your circumstances.
They say players must guide. We'll say that thousands of migrants have lost their lives making the journey, and we aim to honor their stories with dignity and compassion. Players must guide their fellow travelers through terrain.
Mhm.
Through perilous terrain, circumventing obstacles like dangerous wildlife, managing limited food and water supplies, and evading border patrol. Look at the shot as it's like they're fucking running. They're like, I guess you're smuggling the fucking migrants in the desert.
2001 RuneScape.
Oh fuck!
Look at it. We run. Let's quick run from the border patrols.
Yo,
sir, we just want you to come through the legal process. Fuck you. Fuck you, American.
Man. You gotta specifically evade border patrol. But you're seeking asylum, so
why would you seek asylum if you're trying to legally enter a country?
It's a real world migrants that they're showing us, and here are your migrants that you'll be trafficking through this fucking desert. They say the migrant journey is a physically and emotionally arduous one, and we aim to reflect that and take us north. Moments of tension such as stealth.
Oh, look at those brave guys in the helicopter trying to prevent the people from illegally coming into the country. Can I be the spotlight guy? Dean, they're over here.
So when players are able to rest, they can gather around a campfire with the group and exchange stories centered around nostalgia for what they left behind, fears, hopes, and dreams. So here you are sitting around sitting around with the migrants you're smuggling. There's an in-game shrine.
Never mind the whole fucking politics on this. Oh, this is just going to be the most boring fucking shit.
When you're leading with something like that, you could have did that in a way more creative way.
And then get them some rocket launchers, get them some like tweezers, pliers, wire cutters, break into just call it Invasion USA. And USA. You could have a right gay old time with that, C4, get down some of the wall, flares, cause distractions, like try and get in, get through. Just go through steal in a town, nickel their fucking shit, kill some shopkeepers. Oh man.
There's in-game shrines that you can pay tribute to the migrants. So you can pay respect.
Why? I got my own shit to deal with. Life's hard.
You can pay respects
Life's tough.
At the shrine. You say, in addition to the desert, we're developing levels that represent other parts of the migrant trail. You have this place called the Beast, which is a freight train that crosses through Mexico. See very well.
Look like my bestie. Look like La Bestie from there. It's like, that sounds nice.
La Bestia.
Me and my bestie are trying to get across the border.
Says that runs through Mexico and thousands of migrants. So they hop on top of the train.
Mm-hmm.
To go through
stealth level,
the country, through a jungle, and so I guess you're also going to be on that train.
To his arms.
You're also going to be on that train.
Look at his arms.
Stealth mechanics, man.
Dude, he's look at those. Look at that. Look at his arms, dude. Look at the size of his body. Wait a minute. Why are these migrants fucking white? Get them out of here.
You have the Darien Gap that you're also going to be going through, which is the migrants, the traffickers going through water.
Man, he really wants to traffic.
You can also play some flashbacks as well.
No, I'm good.
We're developing these levels alongside playable memories that aim to further connect the player with the characters. The player will dive into the back
kill me, Eric.
of each core character during storytelling moments. So there's some flashback of them dancing happily. Why, if you're doing all that, why would you want to leave this country? So they're not. It's not just the Mexicans. Like they're talking basically all of South and Central America, because they're talking about Honduras, and you got guys riding through the motorcycle. Got an early prototype for a flashback level of someone on a bike.
What, having a good time on a bike?
On a bike, yeah.
What the bets that this is shitter than Final Fantasy VII's Golden Saucer game with the bike? That was good.
Someone said in the chat that they must have you stream this game. Spirituality, dreams, hopes, and fears are all inherent to the migrant journey. We aim to portray
you're gonna
some
have to fucking pay me for fucking this big time.
Individual and collective psyches through surrealist and magical realistic art. This is their team. So you got Argentina in the mix, Colombia, Guatemala, Honduras, Indonesia, the Netherlands, UK, and the US are all represented as part of this. And these are the folks, I guess, that have worked on these games, I'm assuming. And it says Take Us North has gone an early stage financial support from Microsoft. Of course, you got that.
Yeah, Microsoft have tweeted out about this. They've openly tweeted out about it. Apparently, look into it. I think it's got also some Sweet Baby Inc.
No way
connections, and you'll be
man. Well, shout out Xbox, I guess. Fucking Microsoft, man.
Yeah, Microsoft. Yeah, you're doing well. You're doing so good right now. Do you know what you should do? You should just piss even more people off, mate. Yeah. Well done, Microsoft. Fucking lost. These companies are fucking lost.
There's the dev team, in case you're curious. This is
I'd rather eat my own ass.
So yeah.
I'll start a stream and then I won't play a fucking second until we've hit £1,000.
Let's do this. Let's watch the trailer.
Oh god.
I'm gonna switch my audio real quick so everybody can hear it. Hold on. There we go. All right.
Perfect.
Can you hear this?
Listen.
Sadly.
All right. We're gonna watch the official trailer for Take Us North.
Oh, looks so fucking good. Oh god, it looks like a Marvel comic from 2015.
You have to think about this like it's an adventure. Crossing the Sonoran Desert. She's unforgiving. She may trick you with her beauty, but amongst these sands, she's the beast of them all. You will find her swirling above you, cutting through the sky with her blades.
Look, that brave country trying to protect its border from the fucking thieves.
We've all given up so much already. But the sacrifices will not stop here.
I guess that's one of the shrines.
I guess so. I'm going to nick that backpack. I can carry more items if I do.
Stealth mechanics.
It's like retarded Pikmin.
Fascinating, isn't it? How far our hearts will go for a chance.
The wall's there for a reason. Just saying.
That's the campfire they were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Ready.
So good. Look at those memories being burnt up. It's like all the shits that I give.
Well, you can't go to that website anymore.
No, but it was successfully funded on June.
How much were they actually asking for?
I don't know how much they were asking for, but they made $56,000.
Yeah, they're asking for 30,000.
Oh yeah, 30,000.
That's 30,000.
And they only had 585 backers. Jesus, this is like buying a Max Versace comic.
Yeah, like look.
Yeah. How much does Saints and Sinners make?
Well, more than that.
Okay.
Oh, so you mean tell me we could have developed our own immigration simulator.
What sex trafficking?
Smuggler simulator for
Az is running with a fucking group of busty Asian women trying to traffic them.
This is crazy, man. But no, seriously, like this is what the
Why
thing
are they
that
just
on a serious
come in legally?
That'd be a 2-second game, ass. What it would be fun. Walk through the front door, sign the papers, and wait. Like that was
okay. We'll put you in some. We'll put some in some housing while we go through your case. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That'd be the
We
game.
got people dying in the fucking in the fucking wilderness over there. Why? Because they're trying to get in illegally. Well, just come in legally, go through the process, and you know.
So, on a serious note, this is the part that I did.
Sorry, I thought we've been. I didn't realize we've been dicking around today. My bad.
As this is the one thing that I appreciate. It's the saving grace about this. I'm looking at this as a has glass full kind of situation. The fact that they are mentioning that they're pretty open about the fact that games it's the industry, right? It is past Hollywood and that type of like it's the go-to form of entertainment, and it continues to grow. Okay, so amount of billions of dollars that flow through this industry is insane. For a long time, I've talked about how these people have used various subcultures or various industries just as a vehicle for their own political or social like sort of narratives. Like that's specifically what it's for, particularly entertainment mediums like video games, like comics, like that's what they've been used for. And there's a time period where they pretended like that wasn't the case. They weren't doing any of that. And, we had to go uncover it. You talked about Sweet Baby, and they have there's we find out that there's at some con, there's some like, what do you call it? Like, in room 32A, they're going to be talking about how they hope to change the industry for the worse because by stuff like that. Where
conference and all that.
Yeah. Like we've had to do that. Whereas with this, they're just upfront with it. They're saying, yeah, it's the industry. We are trying to use it as a vehicle for our social narratives, and it's a politically charged game. So that is the part that I appreciate. That said, Microsoft, like there's Microsoft being, I guess. Well, what did they exactly say? They said, I want to make sure I get this right and don't like misinterpret what they said. They said, where is it at? Early stage financial support for Microsoft. Okay. So somehow, in some capacity, they funded Microsoft is funding
wasting your money.
Funded them in some capacity.
Yeah.
But
it's wasting money to virtue signal.
Yeah. I believe that this is something that's happened in obviously throughout the industry in other various ways. This is just the most obvious, on the nose, less like sleight of hand kind of thing. This is just blatant, right? Like blatant. They're telling you from the get-go, this is specifically what they are doing. And I'd much rather them do that than I don't know, take another property and use it to do exactly that. So
look how many backers there were, dude.
Yeah. Well,
look how many back 580 or whatever it was.
Yeah. I don't know how much 85.
This is a nothing. This is an absolute nothing. Nobody's interested in this game. This isn't a game that's got
even if you take the politics out of it, like, is that a game that I would want to play? Like,
no, of course not. And Microsoft, like, don't worry. I know we're fucking up left, right, and center. And I know that we've been losing the fucking ground on the console war for fucking donkey's years. But you know what? We're gonna partially fund you. Early stage fund you.
Early stage funding.
It's just fuck the Western gaming industry. It's fucking shit.
Oh man.
AAA, fuck off. You're like triple fucking Z.
Yeah. I don't know what's so my apologies if I'm missing out on some developments. But the only thing I know about them now is that they've shut down pretty much everything outside of Blue Sky. Even their own website is shut down.
I'm going to make more money off that game than they will. And that's a fact.
So we'll see. I haven't seen any like statements from the
Triple
team
gay,
devs or anything. I'm not exactly sure what the stage is, but
why? Because it's just a load of fucking, call it what it is. It's just a load of fucking activist political bollocks is what it is. Like you said, if this was a game about getting across the border, why don't you just go up and go across the border? Go onto the border and say, I am an asylum seeker. I am seeking asylum. Right. Okay. Well, let's start processing you. Boom. Game's over. No, this is about people illegally trying to get into a country illegally.
Yep. Like the literal narrative mentions you're trying to avoid border patrol.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like
we're trying to avoid the legal process, which they're more than happy to go through. And there's an opportunity if you pass through. But not everybody's a fucking victim. We're not doing divisive. Of course you're doing divisive. You're trying to fucking break into another fucking country. By the way, they're trying to sell this to the fucking country that the people are trying to break into.
That's crazy.
Just stupid. Just fucking stupid. Tell you what you need to do, right? Just save a bunch of money. All go into a very small room together, eat loads of baked beans, make sure the door's locked and tightly sealed, fart consistently for about fucking 15 minutes, and then just smell each other's farts and tell them how beautiful they are. Just breathe in it. Oh, your fart smells so fucking great, Giselle. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, your fart smell fucking wonderful. That'll just save you a whole lot of time and money. And then maybe about another 15 minutes later, come outside and just fucking get on with your life.
Oh, man. Yeah, this...
fucking Egypts.
This is for sure interesting.
Well, if it comes out, I'll get it for threepence halfpenny, whatever, that it'll cost. And then I'll be walking out with like a 10,000% profit while I play you fucking retarded Pikmin.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna get to some of these super chats. This is again, if we get an update, I'll update you all on next week's show as far as the status, but I have no idea what's about to happen to this game. It did get funded. And
yeah, but it said it's due for release like December 26.
Okay.
So they're just going completely off the radar, and then whenever it comes out, it'll just get snuck onto Game Pass, snuck onto Steam or whatever.
Take us north.
I'm gonna fucking wish list it on Steam right now.
Wish list it.
Wish list it.
Somebody's gonna gift that to you for sure for you to play. 1,000. Probably Yellow Flash.
Probably Yellow Flash. Yeah. I refuse to take the last game he tried to gift me. I think it's Justice Squad.
Speaking of,
for like $2 or something, he's trying to gift me that. I was like, fuck off, Yellow Flash.
Speaking of, he said IGN 9 out of 10. Yellow Flash in the chat. What's up, Yellow Flash? By the way, yesterday, Mighty Golden Patriot started shipping. So please give us your reviews. I cannot wait for you guys to read that and let us know how you feel about it. All right, moving on. We have Logan with becoming a member. Shout out. Appreciate you. Hey, look, it's Azray guy. Says TJ Krennic with it too. We have G1 Soundwave. You
can't wish list it, for fuck's sake.
You can't?
No.
Damn.
Motherfuckers.
We have a G1 Soundwave with a 5 0 stash unavailable. Don't really want to pre-order anything until that comes. Yeah, there's and I cannot put a timetable on when that's going to return because to be completely honest with you, technically it broke a lot of other things. Got things that a lot of stuff that you didn't see really, but yeah, it broke a lot. That's just the nature of websites, man. You get this new thing, you develop it, and you know it starts messing up other stuff. So we kind of had to go to the drawing board with some of our applications or some of our dev stuff, and I cannot put a timetable on when it's going to return. It will return at some point. How soon? It's hard to say because it's a lot of work that needs to be done there.
Dude, can you just share this reality check that I just came across? My a sense of betrayal, liberal dismay as Muslim-led U.S. city bans pride flags.
That's
sorry. Do you not understand the fucking message?
These idiots, man.
Well, all I can say is hashtag quiz for Palestine, mate.
Not so progressive, are they?
They don't get it. They don't understand yet. They don't understand yet.
They're retarded. Zylander with a SEK 100 says, what people want to do in private, I don't care as long as it's between consenting adults. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, they have been really hell-bent on involving minors. By the way, I just saw an email telling me. Go ahead.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, no. There's a thin line between consenting and coercion right now with this kind of stuff.
Yeah. We have. He says, I just saw email telling me I need to consolidate my order on Saints and Sinners. Is it too late to consolidate? If you just saw it, email them back. They should be able to take care of you and get it consolidated for you. So it shouldn't be too late. But then again, I'll let that customer service team, they run that department how they see fit. Grafwell with a 2 says, fuck sakes, cancel Disney Plus. I don't have it. So Creative with a 5 says, Creative Welshman that is with a 5 says, there are 3 reasons why people identify as trans, non-binary, to cope with their body dysmorphia. Kinky reasons. Number 3, because they're creeps.
There's many different.
Yeah. Joe Mills with a 2 says, Ass hit me with some DC omnibus recommendations.
I don't know. Dude, I'm not an omnibus guy. I get the fucking individuals. Come on, man.
Yeah, you are. What omnibuses do I have right there? Believe it or not, there was a time, and I've talked about this before. It's kind of crazy. Let me pull one of them real quick. Hold up. It's kind of crazy to think this.
Look, get some Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams stuff.
There was a time where I had no problem buying something with Tom King's name on it.
I know, crazy, eh?
Like I said, there was nothing wrong with this book in the way that it started. This is obviously collecting what issues? It's the first book.
1 to 5 for Rebirth.
Or the deluxe. What all issues is this?
Is that the actual omnibus? So
that's the omnibus. It's issues. I'm not sure. 1 to 15. It's Batman Rebirth and 1 to 15. So yeah, there was a time period. I have a bunch of these over there. During that time, because I've heard the Rebirth era. It was great.
Started off great.
Started off fantastic.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I know it has Tom King's name on it, and people have rightfully feel some kind of way about him. But believe it or not,
he's shit. He's got mummy issues.
Believe it or not, there was a time period where this was all right. This was all right. And then I don't know what happened. Heroes in Crisis. Holy cow.
Should have just called it Tom King in Crisis.
What a book that was. I don't even want to talk.
Possibly the worst Worst miniseries I've ever read in my life. In my life. And then we're not talking there's degrees, by a country mile. You know that there's the second worst thing I've ever read in my life, and then there's fucking Heroes in Crisis, which is somewhere in the Mariana Trench. Absolute fucking garbage.
Oh man, that was it almost seemed like it was a different person, like he turned into a different guy.
No. He showed us who he really was.
Yeah, I mean that's probably more accurate for sure. Logan with a 5 says, "Well, think afternoon tea and Sunday fun day just got canceled. Good luck, ass. Hope to see you Sunday."
Yeah, time to do some porridge. I think UK porridge in the UK gulag. All right, so you can't.
Doom guy with a 2 says, "Bravo, ass. We love your truth bombs. Never change. Yeah.
Truth scares people.
Giants with a 5.
Particularly governments.
Big Pharma has always been the big evil in tandem with daddy government, of course. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely. You're not wrong. Hi, I'm Zylander. My pronouns are lightsaber cucumber. Respect me. Oh my God, it's so fucking mental. Said let kids grow up before they choose that. For fuck's sake. You think that was a simple request, but it wasn't enough to let them develop and probably naturally progress beyond this phase that they're going through. Instead, they said, "Hey, you should cut your stuff off, even though you're a minor," which is fucking unbelievable to me, man. Josh Kelsey, as always, dropping 20 and not saying a damn thing, not saying nothing. Shooter looks like Eric Stoltz from 1985's Mask.
I mean, I shouldn't chuckle, but it kind of does.
Fuck. Well read comes on the 5. The Riververse Rocket cannot be stopped. Yara 2 review this Tuesday. Looking forward to seeing it. Well read. Let's go. Shout out Well Read Comics. We got Zylander says crazy that a 14-year-old feels the need to carry a hatchet and a machete. What the fuck are we doing? It's all football.
Well, maybe because Dr. Brain Surgeon fucking rocket scientists are following them around.
Yeah. Shooter looks.
God knows what we don't know what he was saying. We don't know what he was doing. But it was pretty obvious from the fucking recording that they wanted him to fuck off.
Yeah.
And we don't even know if he had other people with him either.
Yeah.
But they're 14 and 12 years old. Fuck off, you dirty fucking pedo freak.
Yeah. Snakes with a 2 says, "Well, we're saying characters appear in reverse." Well, those are the creators and their universe, right? Like, look, I'll leave the door open for something fun, but obviously they're not part of our universe, right? Those are, Shadow Sentry, Death Shroud, everything that's happening in the Achromatic Chronicle series, everything that's happening with our guys over like with Flash and his book. That's all their thing. We have Swedish asylum seekers.
Sweden's fucked. That's a country that's probably in a worse state than the UK right now, and that's saying something. Sweden, France, seeker. UK.
Says, "Oi, ass mate, I just want to spread my culture."
Sure. Yeah.
Says Swedish asylum seeker. Fuck.
Looks like one.
We got a 10 from G Mort. Says, "Here's a tenner for the bail ass out of jail fund." Just in case. Gotcha. I'll make sure.
I'll be calling Eric later tonight. Eric, do us a favor, mate.
I got you. Bolo with a 5 says, "None of this nonsense would have been accepted if Thomas Sowell's example had been followed, pursuing truth through rational consideration of facts." Yeah, and shout out to you for your Thomas Sowell profile picture there. Well, the world would be in a much better place if, people listen to Thomas Sowell. The fact he's still alive and people aren't adhering to what he's saying is unfortunate. He's one of the most brilliant minds this country has ever had. Taker says, with a 2, traffic us north. Jesus. Swedish asylum seeker again says, "I'm a dreamer. Now give me free money and housing."
Well, come to the UK because you're given a choice at the border of an Apple or an Android mobile phone. And then you get placed into a 5-star hotel, which is closed off to the British. There's no cars in the car park because nobody's driving because the government has bought all of those rooms at twice the rate, normal fucking rate, so that they can house you. So come on over to the fucking UK. You'll get a fucking absolute payday, mate. Oh, and then our fucking taxpayers' money will fund you for clothes, food, whatever you fucking need. Come over. It's a fucking party.
Fuck.
We're having a gang bang. We're having a ball. Da-da-da-na-na. It's just a party. Come over. It's a fucking party.
Memorable virus with a 5 says, I can't wait for the inevitable response game. Send them some.
Oh,
It's some solo dev. It's on there right now.
Yeah, if I was so financially inclined.
Yeah. Oh man. Johnny says Lemmings Mexico DLC. We got Max Caesar becoming a member. Thank you for that. You need therapy. How is how you win, not conflict marketing. I don't know how you think that it is. I don't know what the hell that has to do with conflict marketing at all, because who are we going after by saying we're going to win with our company? Joe Means with the 2 says, thanks, Rip. I will try the first volume. Oh, you're talking about that Batman. Yeah, it was all right. Like, I'm not gonna say a lot of you. No matter no matter how I felt about some of the things that he did latter half of the of the run, the Batman run.
Dude, City of Bane. City of Bane.
Yeah,
what
like I said,
remember when Thomas Wayne just turned up?
Man,
with like pretty much zero explanation. And when they tried to explain it off,
the Alfred getting axed. You had
Alfred killed. Yeah.
You had, what was the Gotham Girl thing? That was so hard to see where he really wanted to go with that. With both of them, with Detective Comics, where those guys wanted to go with that. But
Pirate.
Oh yeah, talk about yeah. It was like I said, I'm objective here. You can remember my initial reviews if you were watching me during that time. I had no problem praising the series when it first kicked off.
Selena standing Bruce up at the altar.
Well, that was the turning point for sure. Like the wedding, post wedding, it was like, what the hell is going on? I mean, pre-building up to that, with Bruce being like the sad sap.
He said, honest to God, chat, I'm not even joking. He said he proposed to Selena, and his reason for proposing to Selena was, I am so sad all the time.
Yeah.
That is actually what he said to her. I am so sad.
Yeah. 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 It's weird. Shout out Zay Comics. Phil Diaz in the chat. Much love. So yeah, it's I don't know, bro. It went downhill. I can tell you that much. It went downhill. But it is what it is.
No, dang.
I'm gonna be objective. I don't want to sit up here and be like, oh, it was no good. Tom King always sucked. Like, no. It was some decent stuff came out of it.
I actually praised him on social media for his start.
Yeah.
I thought his start was good.
Yeah.
Tom King liked my tweet praising him.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Who knew which then he started getting shit. I said it was shit. Then Tom King blocked me on social media. And he's probably with the rest of the weirdos on Blue Sky now.
Yeah, it was
Oh no, he's in James Gunn's writing room now.
Yeah, it's
fuck me.
It was interesting, man. I didn't really understand it, but it was great while it lasted.
When insecurity meets mummy issues, meets failure, you get Christina Hodgson, Tom King, and James Gunn.
Is it D Rockwell says with a 5, just finished Yara 3. Why do you do that there? Soon enough, we'll talk about Yara 3. Soon enough. Appreciate you. A white guy named Tyrone says someone should mod this game and change the guide to a smuggler. As the smuggler, you can do anything to the illegals like a real world smuggler would do. Yeah, it's for sure going to be interesting. We have Zodlander with SEK 50 says, I feel that a lot of the LGBTQ plus stuff comes from leftist government here in Sweden. Says, and there is Norway funding it too. Interesting. Says, I know what I'm voting next time. Well, yeah, look, that's the thing that makes it so difficult to combat because, yeah, it's not a natural organic thing, obviously, and the government's very much either directly involved or at minimum funding it, which I mean is the same thing, I guess. Effectively, it's the same damn thing. And yeah, it's the cash cow for a lot of these organizations, and that's how they get their grants and the funding and stuff that they get for these activist efforts that ruining countries right now. It's
I don't know if you're aware, but 4chan and Kiwi Farms have filed a suit against the UK government, and they will be suing the UK government in federal court in DC.
That is very interesting. Very interesting. Shout out to you for that. Thank you so much. Okay. Hold on just a second. Well, let me ask you this. What you got going for the rest of the week, man?
Tomorrow, Thursday, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see. Thursday, Metal Gear 3. Friday, we have Friday Night Tights. Has Gary said who the guest is on Friday Night Tights? Or do I have to keep quiet about it?
I am.
We have a special guest on Friday Night Tights this week. I don't know if I'm allowed to say just in case. But it's a very special guest, so definitely tune. He said, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so we got Dean Cain on Friday Night Tights this Friday. Yeah.
Let's go.
So Dean Cain will be the special guest this Friday.
Voice of the Horseman will be on.
I better get some ice for my drink.
There you go. Shout out Dean Cain. Much love to him. It's funny. I just got an email from Dean like during this stream. Okay. For us, we have obviously Friday is we're closing out Death Shroud. Really excited. Let's get that over that 1,000 bookmark, which is going to be insane. What else do we have? We've got obviously Horseman number 2 is live right now. We got the Mighty Golden Patriot is being delivered. We have the Shadow Century by Eric Ninatowski, which we just announced will be coming over to Ripper Send. I'm going to do a video talking about some Ripper Send project stuff as well. And then we have, what else do we got? Just a bunch of stuff. Obviously, we got Norfolka and, Neurotic has a memoir and all this other stuff. We got so much stuff active right now. And after this, I will be redirecting you guys after the stream in about 5 minutes. Actually at 3:45. Another episode of Control Z over on the Ripperverse channel is going to be airing. So I'm going to be redirect after this stream ends. It will be redirecting you over there. I already have that set up and ready to rock. So appreciate that. We got that. Lots of stuff. I will say this. September's going to be I'm testing some A/B testing. Let's call it that. I'm going to be doing some a lot of there's going to be a lot of content coming through the Rippaverse as well as my channels, particularly with like creative business as well. So I'm gonna be having some fun with that little stuff that I can do the one-off. We have the gaming streams that we're going to be doing. I'm still waiting to confirm. I'm trying to get that. I haven't talked to Dan. I know he's in the chat yet, trying to confirm. We are either this week, it'll be this week, or next week at some point. I'm trying to get this single figured out. We will be reacting to the reactions to Norfolk Glorious Death. So be on the lookout for that as well. So yes, all sorts of stuff. It's gonna be a crazy, crazy, crazy month for us. So yeah, this upcoming month of September. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. As far as that though, next week we will be on Az's channel for Hill versus Babyface.
85
for the 85th episode. Wow.
Hondo's coming quick, dude.
Man, it's getting up there. Of Ribbon and Silverback. I love this show. That's the highlight of my week, and the fact that we can get to talk about random things. And it's like sometimes the thing that's awesome about this show is like last week's show, we went into it gonna talk about something, and we didn't talk about any of that. And we went on for 2 hours talking about MMOs, and I fucking loved it. Like I had an absolute blast on that stream.
Gaming stream, yeah.
I had an absolute blast on that stream, but that's what I love about our dynamic. And we go into it the plan, and then it was like, fuck the plan. And we are going to go on about some other shit that we're interested in and passionate about. So love it. But next week, 85th episode will be on Az's channel, same time. And yeah, that's about it. We're gonna shut this thing down. Like I said, I'm redirecting you over because airing in 3 minutes or so. Control Z, another episode. That's our Rippaverse podcast with the team, the creative team. So go check that out. So someone said Dean Cain needs to be in the Rippaverse. Well, he is.
He's the horseman.
The voice of the horseman. He already here. He's been here.
It's the voice of the horseman.
Yeah. And don't get more involved in that for sure. But yes, we'll see you guys next week.
Oh, Menasaur Saturday, guys. Saturday for Menasaur. Sorry.
All right. There you go. We'll see you guys next week and head over to the Rippaverse channel. Peace out.